Welcome back, everybody.
Morning, friends.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right, so this is our Season 2 premiere. Last week, we were not aware that was the finale of Gilmore Girls.
Worked out great for a finale, though. Everything kind of made sense. We're at a weird crossroads where Rory and Lorelai's relationships, I guess is safe to say, in a blanket statement, have taken a leap forward. Although Lorelai's proposal is so odd to me.
Yes, and we're not alone in that, which I'm really glad we're not alone in that, because we were both like, what?
Right.
You know, it kind of felt like out of nowhere. And they've been talking for months at this point, right?
Well, I mean, the passage of time is really ambiguous as far as how much they've actually been together. You know, some people date short amounts of time and know. Some people date a lot longer and get it wrong. You know, it's not really the time that matters. I feel like, you know, different strokes for different folks, right? But man, did that come out of the blue, especially for Lorelai.
No, I agree. Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? You know, and I feel like that's a really weird way to propose to somebody. They're like, when like you don't, both people don't feel like the foundation is there for that moment, and it clearly wasn't in her head.
No.
To where it's like you can't surprise somebody like, I can't even believe this is happening on a marriage proposal and not have it be awkward. It's like you guys haven't, if you haven't at least talked about the future, as they clearly haven't, hey, let's get married is a weird way to go.
Well, no, what's interesting about it too is that like the fact that like people keep telling Lorelai that she needs to commit, right? This is a little overzealous to say the least, but also it's not her idea. It's coming from Max too. But because Lorelai's being told constantly, hey, just relax and commit to somebody, I think that she's going to go along with it.
To an extent.
Right. I don't think that's going to work out.
No,
I don't see this
they
engagement lasting. No. It's built on a cracked foundation. You know,
whether you think they should be together or not, nobody should get engaged because it's going to end a fight.
No, for sure.
And that's exactly what that did. You know what? You know, we're in this bad pattern. We should break it. Let's just get married.
Yeah.
What?
And I like Max. Like I like
Max
lot,
too. But that. I think the answer should be no.
Pump the brakes.
Right.
Pump the brakes. Keep dating.
We had the same issue with Max and with Dean, right? I love you. Yeah. I want you. I need you. Let's get married. Hold up. I'm not there yet. Fine. It's over. Let's break up.
All these guys are all or nothing, I guess.
Yeah, they really are. It's like, are we soulmates or are we never talking again?
Yeah.
Because there's no possible way there can be an in-between there at this early stage of our relationship.
Now, that's the Max side of things. I do want to see the Dean side of things because, you know what? Sure. They're kids.
And Dean is a kid who did not propose. He's allowed to flub it a little bit, I think more so than Max is.
Sure. And, you know, he you know, you're a kid. You're insecure.
Right.
You're kind of scared of everything in the world, especially saying I love you for the first time, I'm assuming. And so, yeah, I get where he's coming from. And I'm glad they kind of reconciled in the end there and they had their, like, big kiss outside of the children.
Right. We should get going here, but I also want to reiterate, I cannot stand Tristan. I hate him as a person.
Yeah, screw that guy.
That's a guy that needs, you know, on dates in college, girls need to cover their drinks around because that guy sucks.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
We do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us and give a special thank you to Actuary Lurker, Balish Fuldez, Chris, Coincidence, Derek Peterson, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ Sudugunavrapu, Torgir Linkstad, Weird Magic, and WerePanda47. We thank you so much, friends. Really glad you're here.
We really are. And if you're watching us for the first time on YouTube, welcome to our channel. If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
Subscribe. We are so close to 1 million subs.
Right there.
If you squint really hard when you look at the number.
Yeah,
we're like so close. You round up a little bit. On everything, check out our Patreon in the description below. On everything on our Patreon, you will have to sync and watch along in your own source material. For copyright purposes, you'll only see and hear us.
Yeah, we're a glass half full kind of guys around here.
Yeah, we've got to drop in the glass. Just add a little more water.
Yeah, we're thirsty.
And all look so happy right now. Oh, Oliver Daisies. The 100,000 daisies that weren't really 1,000.
Yeah. I saw that on Patreon too. I was like, I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I bet 1,000 flowers is not that much.
Yeah, that's way more than 1,000 daisies around town.
You should get married in Italy.
All the way from home, same topic.
You should walk down the aisle to Frank Sinatra with a huge bouquet of something that smells really good.
Hot roast. I'll take any other subject in the world for 200, Alex.
Why don't you want to think about this?
Because I haven't made my mind up about the yes or no part.
Do you know how much 100,000 daisies would have cost?
So much. And I like that it's not super flashy for the intro.
Sure.
We're just picking right up.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a perfect intro for this show.
Yeah. And I gotta see what her parents are going to say about that.
Oh, for sure.
Are they going to be happy? Maybe.
No.
Well, he's a teacher at Chilton.
But you notice that they added Dean to the credits?
They did? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think he was in the opening credits before.
Edward Herrman's still a guest appearance, so yeah.
Children will know what their parents think they can handle.
I came to bring you some of my mom's flowers.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
No, not okay. My mother and father are sending me to Korea for the summer to visit my cousins. They're sending me to Korea and they won't tell me when I'm coming back.
What do you mean they won't tell you when you're coming back?
I mean, they bought me a one-way ticket. I swear, they're planning on
There's
sending
gotta
me
be a
to
way
Korea
out of
for
it.
the rest of my life.
Lane, come on. I think you're freaking out a little prematurely.
Oh, really?
Yes, I mean, let's think about this. Maybe there's some deal with the airline, and that's why the ticket's one way. Wow, I'm really gonna miss you.
Lane, come here, please.
That's very creepy.
You've been a good friend.
You'll be back. You're in the opening credits.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
What you reading?
God, do not sneak up on a person like that.
Style wedding's very interesting.
No, not very interesting.
Don't.
Oh,
Lorelai.
jeez.
So.
Hi, Patty.
In style weddings, you said yes.
Oh, no, not yet.
Oh, I love this. I just love it.
Okay, so she's not fully sold on it even.
No,
you know?
it just happened last night. Stop it. I'll tell him. It's not that big a deal if he just finds out.
Whatever you say.
Have some breakfast and I'll tell Luke then.
Be gentle.
Patty, Luke and I are just friends.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows the tension's there, though.
Yeah.
She's gonna just
Oh my God, the whole town's gonna follow
Why
over
will
there.
nobody believe me?
You know, I think they got more daisies this time
Yeah, that's way more than 100,000
than they had. Yeah, in the last that shot at
Look,
the end of
they're
the
all over
last
the cars, the
episode.
trees.
There are hundreds of thousands of daisies around this town.
Yeah. Patty's got a brown neck.
Mom, go tell him.
I will.
Now.
Why?
Because in 5 minutes, someone's about to be pushed through that window. Everyone knows that Luke has a thing for you.
Luke does not have a thing for me.
Oh, Luke has
Oh,
a thing
come
for you.
on.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on with them?
Oh, I don't know. I have something to tell you. No, I have something to share with you, actually.
Share with me.
Yes. Max
Look
has asked me to marry him.
Look how sad she looks. She knows.
I know.
Yeah, I figured. It's obvious, you two were getting kind of close. He was around a lot, and then last night with that some life-changing thing comment. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
You set a date.
Well, no.
He's handling this well.
He is.
You're making a big deal about telling me he proposed.
I don't think I'm making a big deal.
You wouldn't do that if you weren't going to say yes.
Okay, so now you know.
Oh, I know. You know, I think it's good you're doing this.
You do? Good.
No.
Me too. I mean, not that I'm definitely doing it, but if I do, then it'll be good.
Okay, yeah. He's pointing out.
He's like, here are the cracks.
Yeah.
But you probably already talked about that, right?
Oh my
No,
God.
but I do
Yeah.
think he and my father have come to an agreement on how many goats I'm worth. You know, what we have and have not discussed is none of your business.
Joint checking accounts?
Look.
You do know his last name, don't you?
I want my-
My parents didn't discuss a damn thing my entire childhood. Worked fine for them. Of course, when my mom died, she hadn't told my dad where the coupon drawer was.
Now what's going on?
Kirk passed out.
Kirk passed out.
How'd he take it?
Fine.
No.
Took
He
it
was kind of
fine.
passive aggressive about it.
He got to her, though, clearly.
did.
He brought us some good issues.
So maybe the engagement is short lived then. you know?
Yeah. Or they're not engaged, don't get engaged at all.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. I forget that she's still thinking
Right.
about it.
What's wrong
So
with you?
if she
Nothing.
tells her parents,
You
I'm
got
willing to
lost coming here.
Took
I'm
a
willing to
wrong
bet that she
turn.
does the
Fine,
opposite
well,
of what
It's
she's
like preservational instincts at work, ladies and gentlemen.
You're here, Richard, they're here.
Wonderful.
Come in, come in, come in.
No. Because you're scaring Rory.
Maybe she's heard.
Maybe.
Say nothing until I get there.
Well, hurry up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Tell me what's new with you girls.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Hey, Grandma, what about you? Did something special happen?
Well, as a matter of fact,
Oh, okay. This is about her. Okay.
you know I'm very good friends with Biddy Charleston, the headmaster's wife. You know, she tells me all the gossip on the students and their parents and any piece of information I might find useful. This afternoon, she called to tell me the class list just came out, and Rory has finished in the top 3%.
It wasn't definite, but I had a pretty good idea.
Right.
Rory, wonderful news. You finished in the top 3% of your class. I told you not to say anything before I got here.
Well, you took too long.
No, we already knew.
We have to celebrate. Next week, we will have a special dinner.
Grandma, all of your dinners are special.
Oh,
that was really sweet.
Make all your favorite foods, and you can invite some of your friends.
There's an excellent chance that presents might be involved.
Maybe she's liking the idea.
Go ahead and start without me. I
Tonya.
gotta check in at the end. Michelle's there by himself. People could die.
Well, hurry up.
Hello,
Where are we gonna live?
Lorelai?
Where are we gonna live?
Well,
Your house? My house?
Yeah, Luke definitely got to her.
I have a life and a kid, and both of them require a house of some sort.
Lorelai,
What?
calm down. Talk to me.
Well, we need to figure these things out before.
Before what? Are you saying yes? They're extremely important things to discuss, especially if you're saying yes.
They're less important if you're saying no.
Yeah.
The question is, how far does it go?
That's what I'm saying. I think it might be short-lived.
Sure.
You just want to brag.
Well, I think I have a right, don't you?
Well, goodness, you'd think you were the one who'd finished in the top 3% of your class. Oh,
Okay.
I just spilled on my shirt.
Stop that, you two.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Not going to tell them?
They'll leave that for a later date, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna need you to move.
In a minute.
What are you doing?
I am weighing my turkey. I
This is
figure
not
if I stay
solitary.
alive long enough, these scientists, they will be able to cure anything, including death.
So you're gonna live forever? Like on Fame?
Don't speak to me.
Hey, I have an announcement to make, and it's big and it's fabulous, and you are not gonna believe it.
Excuse me.
What? What's with the turkey?
Oh, Michelle thinks he's gonna live forever.
Like on Fame?
Tell me about your fabulous news.
I'm engaged.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
What?
Suki.
Oh my God. This is amazing.
She's a good friend.
Yeah.
It is Max, right?
Yes, it is Max.
See, that's a fair question once the relationship is so
Yeah.
quick.
You're gonna be a Sadie.
A what?
A Sadie. Sadie, married lady. I'm making the cake also.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll start a menu. Something light and romantic to start with. You raise that little girl all alone, and she is so great. And you work your butt off here, and you go to school, and you put up with me. You just really deserve this.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's incredibly sweet.
What do you think is the most romantic vegetable?
You know, I'm the wrong guy to ask.
You're the vegetable guy.
I would have no idea what an appropriate vegetable would be to serve at a wedding.
Jackson's got panicked my girlfriend wants me to get married face on.
Yep. Hey, next time he's here, tell him that you're pregnant.
With twins.
Why not?
Okay, so what's the latest?
I just got off the phone with the American consulate.
And?
Can you say Hyungyung? My Korean name.
There must be something you can do.
I'm a minor. I've been put in the custody of family by my parents. I have to go. Last meal.
Nice little chill zone she's turned her closet into there.
What kind of dress are you thinking of?
The one Stephanie Seymour wore in the Guns N' Roses video?
Okay, I am planning this wedding without you. You will have no say, and I may not even let you come.
Oh, look, I've been out ring shopping all day.
Ring shopping, very interesting.
I want to get her something she's really gonna like, not just something that she tells me she likes, but she really hates. The first ring has a gold band.
Need a smartphone for this.
Gold band, square diamond, simple, classic. I'm not sure that's really her.
Is sort of an engagement band with small diamonds all around it, white gold.
White gold engagement band, small diamonds around it, with wedding band that fits into it. That's a possibility.
It's from the 20s.
From the 20s,
Large diamond in the middle.
Large diamond in the middle.
Little deco.
A little deco. That sounds great. Good going.
Put Cujo on the phone, please.
1 sec.
Cujo.
Here, boy.
Oh, hello, Max. What a pleasant surprise.
Are you coming in?
In a sec. Where's your mom?
In the kitchen, on the phone.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, they're dressed to match today.
Yeah.
So,
This would be a little
you know,
awkward
this
at
whole
first,
breaking up
yeah.
thing, we tried it.
Yeah, we did. Didn't really work for me.
Me either.
Did you pick out your ring?
Yep. He's gonna surprise me with it tomorrow.
20s deco?
Supposedly ripped right off of Zelda Fitzgerald's Cold Dead Hand.
So what's the movie for tonight?
Oh my god, a classic.
The Jonah Melissa Rivers story, starring.
Jonah Melissa Rivers.
You'll laugh, you'll cry.
Because you're laughing so hard.
It'll be an evening to remember. You'll never be the same.
So it's like a bad TV movie?
It must be.
Thanks, it's nice to be back.
We
That's
missed
really nice,
you.
actually.
I missed you guys too.
I'm so sorry she's got you doing chores already.
I don't mind.
You will. She pulled out the mower this morning. My grandparents are having this special dinner for me next week. It's nothing big, but they said I could invite someone, and I thought...
It's just the last time I met your grandma was the night of the dance. And you know how that turned out, so
The dance was a long time ago. She's over it by now.
then I'll go.
Nice.
Good.
Richard, don't you dare get on that phone. They'll be here any second.
I'm not getting on the phone. I'm going to give Rory that first edition of Mencken's Crestomathy.
Well, hello there.
Grandma, you remember me, right?
Yes, I do. Nice to see you again.
She lost the choker.
Your house is great.
It was so nice of you to tell Rory to invite a friend tonight, seeing as this is her night. That was really nice of you.
Yeah, be nice.
Yep.
Come in, come in.
Okay, lose the necklace, Dean.
Bad idea.
Very early 2000s.
Grandma's gonna like this.
I'm just gonna sit here and stare at my hands.
Soda, Dean?
Please.
Oh, I'll have a beer.
Poor Dean.
That's funny.
I'm sorry, Dean. We're not laughing at you.
Richard, there
Emily's
you
lightened
are.
up quite a
Come
bit,
join
hasn't she?
us.
Hey, Dad.
Grandpa. Hi, this is Dean.
Hello.
It's nice to meet.
Does everyone have drinks?
Oh,
Wow. That was
Grandma,
way
I
more
can't
tense
believe
than I
we
thought it
found a
would be.
recipe for beefaroni.
It wasn't easy. Antonia thought I'd gone insane.
You know my beefaroni?
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
Oh, yeah, Mom, you didn't have to.
Congratulations. We're so proud.
Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Grandpa.
My God.
Yeah, he is not having a good time. He is angry.
It's like, did his dad wrong you at some point?
I just bet there is a fabulous fancy dessert just sitting out there in that kitchen of yours.
Maybe
Matter
he's
of fact,
reliving the
there
Christopher
is.
thing all over.
Twinkies.
Must be.
So, Dean, where are you planning to go to college?
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
What kind of grades do you get?
Richard, please, don't grill the boy.
I'm not grilling the boy, Emily. It's
I get a mixture, actually.
a mixture. What's the ratio?
Richard.
I'm not great in math.
Yeah, except who is really, you know?
Well, Grandpa's pretty good at math.
Yeah, he's in insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard, wasn't there a book you wanted to give Rory?
In a minute, Emily. So, Dean,
Grandpa?
you do know that Rory's going to an Ivy League school. You need top grades to get into a top school.
Oh my God, man.
Well,
Why is Richard
Rory's
sucking
really
again?
smart.
Yeah. How are you planning to make a living once you graduate from this college you
He's like
haven't
a
thought anything
sophomore.
about yet?
Grandpa, can we talk about something else?
I knew I wanted to go to Yale and put on a nice suit every day and be a very important man in a very powerful firm.
Poor Dean.
I know.
I think he's handling this well.
He is.
Rory wants to travel. Rory has plans.
Rory's special.
Yes, exactly.
You don't
He
even
fixes
know
a mean
him.
car.
I know enough.
No, you don't. Dean is incredible, and he's special to me, and I bring him here, and you attack him.
Family has standards.
Boy,
you
Emily's
live up
even
to them.
trying.
You should
I
expect
know.
that everyone you spend time with live up to them also. And you should learn very early that certain people can hold you back.
Grandpa, stop it. You cannot treat Dean this way.
That's a mess.
Yeah, that sucked. That sucked in every
Come
way.
on, Richard, be better.
Thank you for the dinner and the gift, Grandma, but I really think we should be going.
He didn't do anything.
He didn't do
you,
anything, yeah.
you don't owe anybody an
You didn't do
apology,
anything
man.
wrong, man.
You just sat there and tried to answer his questions.
And Emily, shout out to Emily. Emily was
yeah,
great.
Emily was great there.
She laughed at Lorelai's
She tried to
jokes.
diffuse that
Yeah.
completely.
All I can say is, Dean, tonight you officially became a Gilmore girl. Feels good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't dwell on this.
Don't dwell on it.
Don't let it affect you.
I am so sorry, Dean.
It's not your fault.
None of those things he said were true.
I appreciate
Please
that she's
don't be
trying
upset.
too.
I'm not.
Dean.
I'm
So-
fine.
You're a little upset.
not
I
upset.
get it.
His girlfriend's grandfather just told him he's a loser.
Yeah,
And he's like a 16-year-old kid.
I know. It's like, look, if you want to think about your future because you want to, not because
Right.
somebody else is making you feel bad at it.
Dean is sitting there being perfectly nice, and
He
then
was.
all
So
of
many
a sudden,
Twinkies.
oh God, I'm so mad. He's
It's
a
like a whole
snob.
box of Twinkies.
I've never seen him be mean before, ever, not like that. I don't know how I'll ever talk to him again.
She has.
Yes, it was bad. My father was in fine form tonight.
There's
I don't
like
think
15
my father has ever
Twinkies
loved
there.
anything in this world as much as he loves you. Maybe this flip out tonight actually came from somewhere that possibly has nothing to do with Dean and very possibly has nothing to do with you. You are the great white hope of the Gilmore clan.
Because Lorelai blew it in their minds.
Yeah.
They're gonna get to watch you walk down the aisle wearing your cap and gown and get your diploma and go to Harvard. Dad looks at you and sees you with him and all of a sudden has a terrible Lorelai flashback.
Yeah, you called that straight up.
I'm not
That's
going
the
to
only
get
thing I can
pregnant.
think of.
I
Right.
know that.
He should know that.
Yes, you should. Cut him a little slack. I'll wear my porn star t-shirt to dinner next week.
Deal.
I want to see that.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah.
It probably says that on it.
Yeah, that's funny.
I just thought you should know that my parents just got in the suitcase
That's
and I'm supposed to take
insane.
on my trip.
It really
I'm
is.
never coming back.
What is Lorelai thinking, letting Rory run around
Oh,
with a
yeah,
boy
Emily
like
is
that?
just not having
Yeah.
a good time.
Well, of course, she isn't thinking. Did you hear the way she talked to me?
Yes, I heard the way she talked to you.
She sounded like her mother.
You were attacking her boyfriend.
Proper socialization is important to a child, but she should not date one boy and she should not date him.
It's Suki St. James, Lorelai's friend.
She's going to tell her about the engagement.
Planning a surprise wedding shower for Lorelai and Max.
Oh my God!
Emily's like, what?
But I wanted to make sure that you guys were going to be around before I finalized everything. It's going to be Saturday, the 21st.
She shouldn't have called this early.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Just burned her hand.
I want you to call Rory tomorrow and apologize.
What?
I want you to call her and tell her you're sorry.
Have you gone insane? Under no
Our
circumstances
daughter
will I...
is getting married.
and didn't even tell
She's
you.
getting married, and she didn't tell us.
I love Emily right now.
I
the
do
fact
too.
that she's so aware of this.
Yeah,
like
we
she's
are
not
pushing.
mad.
Like we're not pushing another girl away.
She's just upset. Like, and it's so wonderful that she can get there.
Yeah.
It was awful. Oh my.
You like?
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's too big.
No, it's not.
Here, give it to me.
Oh, what? No, you can't have it back.
Well, I'll get it sized. Just let me get it sized, and I promise you'll never have to take it off again. In fact, I'm going to insist on it.
Oh, that was good. He's good. That was very sweet.
It was.
I really do like Max a lot. I'm not looking forward to when this ends.
Yeah, I just kind of wish it went down in a different way.
Right.
You know?
Sure.
Well, okay. You know, happy ending, I guess. You know,
it was a great Emily episode.
I'm so shocked.
It really
by that.
was a great Emily episode.
I'm glad.
I love the fact that like after she finds out, one, Suki should not have called.
No.
100%. You are making a huge assumption that she told everybody that is not your place to possibly let somebody else know. The question is like, hey, Lorelai, I want to start planning this thing. Have you told everybody before I really cross a line? You know what I mean? I know she's excited.
Yeah. I think her assumption is because Stars Hollow knows about it. Everyone there in town knows about it. So she's like, oh, she must have told her parents.
Shouldn't have done it. But I do like the fact that Emily's reaction wasn't to get mad at Lorelai, right? It was to see the bigger picture and say, hey, we have one, my daughter won't even tell me she got engaged.
That sucks.
That's where our relationship is. And then immediately go to Richard and say, you're not going to do the same thing to our granddaughter.
I'm so glad that's the case.
I thought that was beautiful.
It almost brought me to tears.
Yeah,
like,
I did too. Yeah, especially when she went outside and started. I was like, oh my God.
But even from the get-go, from when we saw Emily, it's just like she's changed. You know,
she's very much changed.
Like
she's opened her eyes a little. She's taken her blinders off. She's a more empathetic person.
She's lightening up. Like that joke, season 1. Like episode 2 or 3, Emily would not have laughed at that joke
or any joke. She would not have thought any joke was funny, but she did appreciate that the beer joke.
And
you're right.
And I don't think she hates Dean at all. I think she kind of likes Dean. You know.
Yeah, I think she needed a minute, right? Like, oh, this is the guy that you stayed out with all night to kind of reset. But I think when Lorelai said you need to reset, she did. Yeah, and she was fine.
And that's like I said, it's Richard projecting his crap on to Rory. You know, and it's not fair. Well, really onto Dean is what it is. I mean, like it's Lorelai summed it up, you know.
Yeah.
And so in the next episode, I hope that we get to see Dean and Richard kind of have a nice moment together.
Yeah, I think Emily understood as soon as like we need to leave. It's like, wow, that is all of a sudden we're building up walls here.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Lorelai, right? She got to the point where she couldn't be there.
Yeah.
Really, really good writing there, and great work for Emily.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And are we crazy for saying that was a lot of Twinkies? I mean, that was an insane amount of Twinkies, right?
I think I can eat maybe 2 or 3 Twinkies in a sitting because I think they're delicious, but I mean, that's a lot of calories.
I have housed
stuff, right?
I've housed a whole box, but not in one sitting. Not in one sitting. That's like an all dayer kind of situation.
I have housed a whole box of Krispy Kreme, the glazed donuts.
Yeah. Oh man,
I'm sure that was like 4,000 calories in one sitting. That was a stupid idea.
Worth it. But yeah, I very much love the dynamics in the show right now. I want to see more of Luke's response to this because he seemed quite passive aggressive.
No, he was definitely passive aggressive, but
he had points.
No, he had points, but I think it was like, oh, you just talked about maybe getting married. Now let me throw all of these things at you that, of course, aren't entirely going to be discussed in an early stage like this.
And it's very much out there that he likes her.
Right.
He's not being subtle.
Sure.
Especially in the last episode with him putting the toolbox down and being like, I'm here a lot.
Yeah, that was dumb.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Dumb man behavior, I mean.
Yeah, it's dude bro stuff. But
right.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. I don't know. You know, all relationships are different, but like the questions he's asking, you know what, if you're a couple that like, you know, it's 2025 couples like date and they get serious and they say I love you and they move in together and they have the conversation and like by the time you propose, I feel like most people nowadays, you've gotten to the point where you know what the answer is going to be before you even ask. You've probably talked about the future before that ever happens. So it's not really unreasonable for him to propose out of the blue.
Sure.
And it's like, have you talked about all of what this means? Because you guys have skipped
It's almost
steps.
like a pre-proposal. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like...
I mean, it really is. Because, those are things that most people talk about beforehand, you know?
Yeah.
Do you want to have kids? Is it usually a conversation that happens before we decide to get married or not?
And there's usually like, I don't know, like I've been in a long-term relationship before where you're like, yeah, when we get married, you know what I mean? Like it just jokingly or like just said out loud, you know? I mean, it's like you said in the beginning, different strokes for different folks.
Right.
But
there's no wrong way to do it.
There's not. It's just
as long as both people are, you know, at the same emotional spot they're in.
Although, this is kind of funny. When I was serving tables in college, there was this guy who asked me if I could write "Will you marry me" in chocolate syrup around one of our desserts, and they were same-siding the booth. She was on the inside, and I think the assumption was that he wasn't going to let her out until she said yes.
Oh my God.
It was the most awkward thing ever. And by the end of their meal, I was like, "You gotta go! Like, I need you guys to get out of the restaurant because I'm coming out of my skin right now."
This is so uncomfortable.
So there is a wrong way to do it, but you
sure.
know, yeah, don't do it at a Chili's.
There was and I know this is goofy. I don't know like the extent to how serious they were, but apparently here in town, friend of a blah blah blah. So again, who knows? Grain of salt.
Yeah.
But someone at the Taco Bell flipped out the "Will you marry me" one that was on one of the sauce packs.
Oh my God!
As a proposal, and there was a yes that went along with it in the restaurant and the hugging and the waterworks and everything.
Oh my God!
In a Taco Bell with the sauce pack.
I would be more.
I
impressed.
wasn't there. I don't want to put too much credence on that.
I'd be more impressed if like he snuck it in the burrito somehow.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Magic. Yeah. All right, we'll catch you on the next one, guys.
See ya.